My name is Monica Takis. I'm the Senior Director for Industry Networks with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. Today I'm here with AJ Kuftik, who is the Principal Technologist from Expedient. AJ is moderating one of our panel discussions at Cyburgh this year, a panel called Cybersecurity, IoT in the Cloud. So AJ, tell me a little bit about the topic that your panel will be discussing.
Yeah, so what we're doing this year is we're talking about, we have a set of panelists, they're CIOs and CSOs from across the region, talking about Internet of Things. And so what Internet of Things is doing in our region is providing things like health devices so that we can gain better insight into the health and well-being of our population. But along with all of these sorts of technologies comes security. And as the S in IoT stands for security. So what we're trying to do is be able to show how this data and how these functions are being used, but also being secured, and how pairing that with a cloud in the region can provide a lot of security to the end users of these devices and of the data that comes out of them.
Great. What are you interested in learning from the panelists?
So I've focused a lot of my career on cloud and infrastructure. And so Internet of Things is this kind of like mix of the two. And it's super interesting to hear how Internet of Things is actually landing in our region, what it's actually being used for. There's things like environmental data and health data. So hearing from the panelists what they're doing with it, with their Internet of Things projects, and what value they want to bring out of that, I think is super interesting.
Great, great. So as a cloud-based provider, how can Expedient partner with organizations as they secure their devices and cloud-based applications?
So as I mentioned earlier, IoT doesn't exactly have, a base native security. It's meant around these tiny devices collecting this data and feeding it back to something. And that something can be a cloud. So what we try to do with our enterprise cloud is that we want to make sure that our customers can gain the most security for their application, and putting a number of security services around those and working with organizations to make sure that their data is as secure as possible. And because we're a local cloud in the region, that data stays local. And so the region gets the capability, gets all the data without shipping it to a larger provider that may take that data and do something else with it.
Great. So from Expedient's perspective, why should people attend this year's event?
We want people to understand that, IoT is a really cool topic, but we also want to make sure that people understand that, that data has to go somewhere, and those applications that handle that data have somewhere to run. And so that's really where we come in from a cloud standpoint, to put the cloud and the device together to form the full Internet of Things.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today. So everyone, Cyburgh will be hosted August 31st through September 2nd, 2020, virtually here online. Register today at www.pghtech.org/events. Thank you.